Welcome to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
Join us today as we explore parts of Great Smoky Mountain National Park, closest to Gatlinburg. We'll head to Kuwohi and Roaring Fork Motor Trail.
We're Alan.
And Melissa. We enjoy exploring amazing places near and far,
From our favorite local spots around Atlanta, Georgia.
to far-off adventures across the globe.
Be sure to like this video and subscribe so you can stay up to date with our travels. Great Smoky Mountains encompasses over 520,000 acres, and we are only scratching the surface today. We started our morning heading off to Kuwohi Visitor Center, and the first stop on the way is Chimney Tops Trail. At 8:30 a.m., there was no one here on a weekday. From the pull-off, you can see Chimney Tops, and there's a trail that is almost 2 miles. However, we aren't going that far today. We hiked down a set of stairs to a bridge that crosses over the West Prong Little Pigeon River. It gave us a little taste of the beauty we would see today.
We hopped back in the Jeep and took a beautiful drive through several tunnels and winding roads. Our best advice for coming to this national park is to come early. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the most visited park in the United States, with over 12 million visitors every year. While it has 848 miles of trails and seems like plenty of room to spread out, by 10 a.m. the park is pretty busy and you may be fighting for a parking spot.
Pull-offs like this one may be impossible to get to if you come later on in the day, and you are definitely going to want to stop and take in the views along the way.
We pulled over and stopped at the North Carolina-Tennessee state line, which has amazing views. However, it was starting to get a little foggy. Newfound Gap Overlook has lots of information and restrooms, plus a section of the Appalachian Trail that crosses here, and you can do a reasonable hike on the trail in this area.
We hopped back in the car to head to Kuwohi, which was our main goal for the morning in the park. We went through periods of fog and then some sunshine. You never know what the weather will be. We even saw a group of wild turkeys along the road.
As we continued to climb, our ears were popping, and we realized just how high into the mountains we were climbing. So we made it to Kuwohi Visitor Center.
And this is formerly known as Clingmans Dome, for those people out there who don't know about the name change.
Yeah, so we took it from Gatlinburg. We went on Route 441. It took about an hour and a half, and we did pull over and stop a couple times.
Yeah.
Did a little hike at Chimney Tops, and so we're gonna go check out it. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, it is. It's a lot warmer than I expected. It was a little bit cooler as we were coming up, but now that we're in direct sun, it feels a lot warmer.
So we'll see what kind of view we have today. There's a few clouds out, definitely the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, they don't call it the Smoky Mountains for nothing.
Make sure you get your parking tag. It is just $5 a day. You can get these online beforehand, which is what we did, because if you park anywhere for more than about 10-15 minutes, you are expected to have a parking tag.
There is some information on how the Native Americans found this mountain to be a sacred place, and Clingmans Dome was returned to Kuwohi in 2024, which was the original name from the Cherokee tribe for this mountain.
From the parking lot, it is about a half-mile walk up to the top.
And this is where the trail begins. And this will take us to the observation tower and visitor center.
You can also go down on the Forney Ridge Trail down below.
That's about 1.1 miles.
So I will say the hike is pretty steep. I would say about a 15% maybe or more on the treadmill incline. But yeah, good exercise.
Definitely is. And we still have more to go, as you can see. We're still not at the observation tower. And the family decided to take a little break time.
They do have a lot of these benches along the way so that you can rest for a little bit, because it is a pretty steep climb.
And we are still climbing. Getting close though.
Almost there.
Almost, huh?
Almost there. It's flattened out a little bit.
A little bit. Boys are up ahead of us. Woo! And this, folks, is the Appalachian Trail.
And we made it here to the dome. So walking up the ramp, it's that last little steep part before you get to the top. Coming up here, you really smell the evergreens. It smells like a Christmas tree farm. It's beautiful. At 6,643 feet, it is the highest mountain in the Great Smoky Mountains and the highest peak in all of the eastern United States. So we don't have a great southern view today. And on the eastern view, the clouds are definitely rolling in. So we have a magnificent northern view. And our western view isn't too bad. We do have some clouds that are rolling in slowly. Definitely worth the hike up to the top.
We could have stayed all day watching the clouds roll in. It is truly magnificent to see the weather changing over the mountains. Unfortunately, the area at the top is pretty small, so it was time to head on back down the half-mile trail back to the parking lot.
So was the hike worth it, babe?
Yeah, I would say so. It's only a half a mile up. If you're on the treadmill, just to kind of give you a perspective, if you're on like level 15 on that angle, that's what it feels like for, I'd say, a good portion of the trail.
Yeah, and it's paved all the way, so if you have instability, go ahead and bring your hiking poles and take breaks as you need it. But overall, it's a great view up there. Clingmans Dome is pretty small, so I would definitely suggest getting here early.
Yeah, definitely beat the crowds. As we're heading down, you can see the people passing by us here, large groups coming up.
Right, we got here about 9:30, and it's about 10:30 now. We're going back down, so
yeah,
it is getting busier as the day goes on. And the weather up there changes all the time.
Oh yeah, you can see right behind us. You see the cloud deck? Those are the clouds rolling through the mountains right now. So this time of day is really nice to see the clouds rolling over the mountains here. Therefore, the Smoky Mountains.
Yep, it's incredible. So definitely put this on your to-do list. Forests are pretty dense in there. So here we are at the Kuwohi Visitor Center. Inside the Visitor Center, there are lots of souvenirs to purchase, from t-shirts, drinks, snacks, magnets, patches, t-shirts, and more. You can find just about anything that you may collect. We always get a Christmas ornament everywhere we go. I think we're going to get this one. We do have hiking poles if you need them. Okay, so we've got two stamps here today. We have the Appalachian Trail stamp. And then we also have the Kuwohi stamp as well. They do not have extra paper here, so make sure that you bring your own or bring your book. We choose not to travel with our book just because it's big and it's heavy. They do have bathrooms here in the parking lot. They are basically glorified porta potties.
As we headed away from the visitor center, we saw some of the clouds that were rolling in, but we are hoping to find more sunshine and enjoy the beautiful weather.
We are coming up on Alum Cave trailhead parking, and people will be parking along the road for miles before and after the parking unless you get here early. If you get to Alum Cave early, then you will be all set. But that's a very, very popular trail and a really cool one. We're not going to do it this time, but maybe next time. So here's the Alum Cave trailhead, and like I said, this is a very popular trail. At 9:30 this morning, this area was full. Actually, we were passing by probably about 8:45. So make sure that if you want to do Alum Cave, you get here super, super early. At Chimney Top Trailhead, it is packed. When we came earlier, there was only one other car. Now look at it.
We headed to Chimney's picnic area with our packed lunch. It was noon, and after that long hike, we were hungry.
So here we are at Chimney picnic area. It's already pretty busy, at least for the waterfront tables. But they do have charcoal grills here and lots of picnic tables available. So if you want to be by the river, people set up shop there for the day, it looks like. You may want to bring some towels because many of the tables were wet from the dew, but we did enjoy our lunch.
And while you're at the parks, make sure you don't leave garbage behind, because they had to euthanize this bear here that actually attacked a visitor in this park.
They do have bathrooms here at the Chimney picnic area, and they are regular toilets that flush. Nice and clean. This is the stream that runs right through Chimney picnic area. Time to head back to the car and go on to our next spot.
Sugarland's Visitor Center is on the way if you did not get your parking pass online. You can always pick one up here on the way in.
And just like that, we are back in downtown Gatlinburg. Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail is not too far off the main street in Gatlinburg. It is a 5.5-mile one-way loop that provides the opportunity to be immersed in nature and see historical cabins along the way.
As you can see, it is quite busy since it is the afternoon, and while you do see plenty of beauty on the road, parking and doing Rainbow Falls Trail or Trillium Gap Trail leading to Grotto Falls is something we were really hoping to do. With only a handful of parking spaces at each spot, it is a challenge to find places to stop when it is so busy. And don't second guess yourself, because if you pass the parking area, you can't get back there since it is one way. We did not get to do either of the trails on our list due to the limited parking. So if you are here for an extended time, I would highly recommend doing the national park in the morning on several days and doing other things in the afternoon.
We finally found a spot to pull over at the Alfred Reagan Place. This home was built in the 1800s, and Alfred Reagan built this home for his wife and children. He farmed and raised livestock on the land, but his biggest accomplishment was becoming a master carpenter to build this grist mill on the property. Before he built this, people in the Roaring Fork community were grinding their wheat and corn by hand. The grist mill used water power to turn the turbine wheel and grindstone.
Here we are at the place of 1,000 drops. It's a tiny little pullover towards the end of the Roaring Fork motor drive, so be sure not to miss it. You can find it on Google Maps.
So unfortunately, that ended our time in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We'd love to come back sometime and hike some of the trails and do Cades Cove as well. There are so many places to explore, but these were easy and close to Gatlinburg, where we were staying. What do you recommend the next time we come to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park? We'd love to know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to help out our channel so we can share our travels with you in the future. Be sure to check out our other videos from our Tennessee trip.